Good morning, everyone. I would like to call the meeting to order. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. The members of the panel today are to my left, Bill Moretsky, and to his left is Gail Anderson. The secretary for the hearing this morning is Belhan Rojo, and the assessor is Drew Thiessen. And my name is Brent McIntyre, and I'll be chairing the meeting today. To the participants of the hearing, please note you are placed in the waiting room until your property is called upon. When it is your turn, you will be admitted into the meeting. Kindly follow along in the City of Winnipeg's Board of Revision YouTube channel for the hearing process. Once the host admits you to the hearing, please close or mute your YouTube player. You will then be permitted to speak with respect to your property. Once your hearing has concluded, you can leave the meeting. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process today, I will confirm points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will then have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the Board's decisions by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. Thank you. Would you like to swear in?
Yeah. Mr. Assessor, please state your full name.
Drew Thiessen.
And you affirm the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Applicant, please state your full name.
John Mitchell.
And you affirm the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. The first property on the docket is 411 Scotia Street, and Drew, you can proceed with your presentation.
Okay, thank you. The roll number is 110010440000, located at 411 Scotia Street. It's a two-story build built in 1941, living area of 1968 square feet. It has a finished basement, has 2 full baths, 2 half baths, 1 shower. Does have central air conditioning, no fireplaces, detached multi-car garage. Its lot size is 10,827 square feet, and it is located on the river, Red River. The 4 comparables are 379 Scotia Street, 213 Scotia Street, 65 Bannerman Avenue, 135 Seven Oaks Avenue. Most of them are located in the Seven Oaks neighborhood, with 65 Bannerman being located in Luxton, which is very, very close by, just off of Scotia Street, basically. The year builds range from between 1931 to 1942. They are all 2-story buildings. Living areas range between 1416 square feet to 1649 square feet. They all have full basements, but as the subject does, 379 Scotia has a full part basement, meaning it has a full basement under most of the area and then a crawl space under some of the area. For the basements, they are all finished except for comp 4. There is some variability with the bathroom fixture counts. All of them do have less bathroom fixtures than the subject. 2 of them do have fireplaces, comp 1 and 2. Oh, sorry, 3 of them have fireplaces, comp 1, 2, and 4. Comps 1 and 2 have single detached garages, whereas the rest of them do have the multi-car garage, same as the subject. And then comp 1 has a sunroom that none of the other comps or subject have. The lot size ranges between 4,018 square feet to 10,235 square feet, and none of them have any land influences except for 379 Scotia, which is also Red River adjacent. The time adjusted sale price per square foot is between $302,500 to $389,100, which on a time adjusted sale price per square foot basis is between $183.44 per square foot to $271.05 per square foot. There was also a subject sale prior to the reference date on May 2nd of 2014 for $540,001. Time adjusted, that is about $570,000. And I did include the MLS listings in my brief for both the recent April 2021 purchase as well as that May 2014 purchase to illustrate the differences between the time. Between the 2014 and 2021 sales, there were kitchen upgrades, some flooring upgrades, and a fireplace was removed. I also spoke with the appellant on September 2nd, and he stated that there were new shingles installed and the remaining knob and tube was removed since his purchase. It is based on this that I do feel that the 2022 assessed value at $558,000 is fair. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mitchell, do you have any questions?
Not really. No, that was.
Gail?
No questions.
No.
I just noticed that the sale prices are quite a bit different on the comparables, quite a bit lower. Is that because of the square footage, or what's the discount for that difference?
Yeah, there would be several factors. One of the major factors for sure would be the lack of Red River adjacent on comps 2 through 4. Comp 1 also has less upgrades than the subject. So that would be a contributor, as well as the size difference is definitely a contributor as well. And the other differences that I mentioned in addition to that.
Okay, thanks. No further questions.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chair.
I just have, what's the time adjusted sale on the subject again?
About $570,000.
Thank you very much. That's all my questions. Mr. Mitchell, you.
May
Yes.
I ask a question?
Sure.
Sorry.
That's okay.
With regards to the finishing in the basement, you note that there's a part area that remains unfinished. I'm just wondering, the full portion that's finished in these properties, are they comparable in square feet?
Yes, fairly similar. The subject has 451 square feet. Comp 1 has 415 square feet. Comp 2 has 390 square feet. And then Comp 3 has 624 square feet.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Mitchell, you can make your presentation now.
Presentation's a lot shorter, but so it just, based on the current assessment, 411 Scotia Street is the 4th most expensive house on the riverside of the street. And I know we can't just look at assessed values, it's sale value. So as someone who's looked at many houses in the area over the years, it just seemed odd that the tax amount that on the assessed value, of this house seems skewed compared to the other properties around it. And it's just something we felt since we purchased the house that it just seemed odd. And this is the only process we have to question that or get to understand it. So that's why I'm here to just, it just doesn't seem right for a house that's less than 2,000 square feet, built in 41, compared to the other assessments. And, you know, my example for one that sold recently was the 287 Scotia Street, which is a house that is the larger house, more updates, and you know, it's sold for $660, yet it gets assessed at just slightly more than, I think it was what was it assessed for here, sorry, $574. So just slightly more. So even though it's sold for a lot more than our house. So that's just the discrepancies that I see, that you know, there's newer builds with bigger, more square footage, more frontage, like a bigger property, that are assessed less than ours. And when one that sells for more, it still just gets assessed for slightly more than ours. So that's where my discrepancy comes in, that it just doesn't seem right. There's something wrong with this, and maybe it's because our house is sold at the wrong time, so that it gets yeah, you know, it's more aware of what it at. I don't know how that works, but you know, we've seen similar houses that are assessed less, and that's my why I'm questioning it. And if the board comes back and says this is assessed properly, then okay, I don't feel it is. That's
Just to confirm that the board doesn't take into account other assessments.
and everyone I've spoken to has been very clear on that.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I get that. So, but then look at the one that's sold, and then yeah, I think it limits my argument that is the way it goes. But that's, you know, as someone who's just looked at properties, you know, look at purchasing properties, this one was always seemed wrong. Even, you know, we move in, our neighbors, first thing they said, why are the taxes so wrong on this house? Like, you know, the neighbors say that to us. So there's something not right. And these are people that have lived on the street for many years. You know, we've seen the listing and say that. So it's not just me that thought that. So that's where it comes from.
okay, anything else?
Nope, that's all I have. Sorry.
Drew, do you have any questions?
I do not. Thank you.
Gail?
In regard to your property, what do you think, what would you say the value of it is? The assessed value?
That is, I don't know, but it'd be closer to the 500 mark. So it's not that, you know, I'm obviously not going to put it down a lot, but it's closer to the 5. When I look at, there's one, I think here, and it's 281 Scotia Street, 1824 square foot, 2-story, with this 70-foot frontage, and it's valued at 505. So, you know, that's kind of where I would think. Seems a similar house, but so that's where I would think.
Thank you.
Bill? So the one you were saying was valued at 505, was that the sale price of it?
No, sorry, that's assessed. Yeah,
Assessed
no,
value. So you
I
think
do have the I don't know.
if you sold your house in 2018 that you would get 500,000 based on with the upgrades that you have on it right now, that you would get 500,000 back in 2018?
I honestly don't know. You know, I would like to think that's in around where it would be, but you know, I'm just trying to see if that other one is still, the 281 was on the sales book.
Okay, no further questions. Thank you. And just to clarify, 287 Scotia, that sale date is June 4th of 2018. I'm just looking at the multiple list.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that. Thank you.
Because that's post reference.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that was the only question I had. Anything else to add? Summation?
No, just like I said, it just didn't seem right, but board.
Okay, well, that concludes this hearing for this property, and you'll receive the order in a couple of weeks. It'll go up this week. Okay, all right.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Thank you. The next property on the docket is 197 Cartesian Gate. And Drew, there has been no applicant brief submitted for this property.
None that I'm aware of.
Were you in conversation with the owner?
I did speak with him on September 2nd.
Okay, well, proceed with your brief, and this will be the last property on the brief, on the docket.
Thank you. Roll number 050094267990, located at 197 Cartesian Gate in Leland North neighborhood. It's a two-story build built in 2019, a living area of 1871 square feet. It has a full basement, is not finished. 2 full baths, 1 half bath, does have central air, and has an attached multi-car garage. The lot size is 5347 square feet, and it has a hydro transformer box in the front yard. The comps are all in, 2 of them are in Amber Trails and 2 of them are in Leland North. They are located at 37 Bitterfield Drive, 39 Dana Crescent, 23 Tenant Gate, and 92 Tenant Gate. They are all 2-story builds built between 2014 and 2017. The living area ranges between 1826 square feet to 1911 square feet. None of them have finished basements except for 23 Tenant Gate, comp 3. The bathroom counts are fairly similar to the subject. They do vary slightly between each comp. Central air is in all of the comps except for comp 2, 39 Dana Crescent. And all of the comps except for 23 Tenant Gate have a fireplace, and they all have attached multi-car garages. The lot size ranges between 4428 square feet to 5154 square feet. 2 of the comps do have the same hydro transformer box land influence. 23 Tenant Gate does not have any land influences, and 92 Tenant Gate has an internal corner land influence. The time adjusted sale price is $412,900 to $452,000, and that ranges per square foot between $220.72 per square foot to $246.05 per square foot. I do feel, based on this, that the 2022 assessed value at $409,000 is fair. Thank you.
Thank you. Gail, any questions?
With regards to the land influences,
Yeah.
what is the adjustment for like a hydro transformer box?
There wouldn't really be any adjustment. It doesn't really seem to have direct influences on the value at this point. That could always change, but as of right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Bill?
I have the same question, so no questions.
And I have no questions. And since this is the last property, we've heard all the items scheduled, and this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.